Someone was asking me if I believe that the MK party and the EFF will ever unite sometime in the future. Like about Floyd Shivambu and about Julius Malema, will they ever come together and unite and be one political party? I told that person that I genuinely don't believe that will ever happen. I don't believe these two political parties will ever be one political party. But I told the person that I believe they will unite, and there's many things that will make them unite over fighting for a common purpose or over fighting for a common mission. There's plenty to unite these two political parties for a common mission, but for them to be one, for them to be joined and they become a one thing, it's highly impossible. There's no scientific data to prove that, and if it was to happen, it will be masalamusi. It will be things like miracles and all of those things, which I find it very hard to believe it will ever happen. But working for a common mission, everyone knows that. That's why even with all of this petty politics against these two political parties, they still work together in parliament. They still work and propose things together in parliament and vote for common interest things that will favor black people, because according to these two political parties, they both stand for black people, and then the other things is just petty politics, it's just party politics. But if they manage to unite in parliament, to work together, to vote together, when proposing a bill that favors black people and the people of South Africa, then what will stop them working together? If one political party happens to be in power, what will stop the other from voting with the other political party? If this political party that is in power is proposing something that also favors the agendas of the other, of course they will work together. So I believe Floyd Shivambu, Julius Malema, Zuma, the deputy president of the MK party, the deputy president of the EFF, and everyone involved in these political parties will work together, and there's nothing that will stop them. Not even their egos will stop them from working and fighting the enemy together. After all, they have to unite against the GNU. They both disagree with the GNU. Let's be honest. Both these two political parties disagree with the GNU. That's why they are in opposing ends to the GNU. So that's unity for them, whether they like it or not. They are forced to unite and create something outside of the GNU, because in the GNU they're not welcomed, they're not wanted in the GNU. Like, they don't even want to be there because of these white people. The EFF is cornering the DA and the AfriForum, telling it that you don't want you here. In order for the EFF to enter this thing, these two must go out. Ngapa the MK party is saying the ANC is the one that must go out. Or if the ANC decided to stay, Ramaphosa must step down. So they are giving the GNU plenty of disadvantages. What I mean is, they are not giving any options to the GNU. Like, they are not making it easy for the GNU to welcome both of them. So now, by default, they are not gonna be welcomed. They are not gonna feel even welcomed, even if they were to join out of convenience, maybe for power, for positions. They wouldn't fit in because it will go against both of them. The other one wants Ramaphosa to step down. If they were to go to the GNU now, it will sound and it will seem like something is wrong. It will look bad. And the other one is saying this party, Freedom Front Plus, and the DA must go out. And then the next thing they join. It will look bad. It will look very bad for the EFF if they were to join now with the DA there, after everything they've said that they don't want the DA. Similar to the MK party, it will look bad for them to join the GNU. Ngapa they saying they don't want Ramaphosa to be the president of the ANC. So there is no chance for these two political parties to ever join unless the DA and the ANC falls. So they are forced to be together. Whether we have our disagreements, we have our small fights, but at the end of the day, if they say we are fighting for the land and we are putting all into fighting for the land, we are marching from Limpopo to Cape Town for the land, and both these two political parties must come together, and the other progressive parties, trust me, there is no egos that will stop that march. There is no Julius Malema that will stop that march. There is no Floyd Shivambu that will stop that march. There is no MK party people who hate the EFF that will stop that march. There is no EFF people that hate the MK party that will stop that march. Because that march will be for the poor and the disgruntled people of South Africa. That march, to march for the land. Both these two political parties can easily propose that. And I believe in the future, they will do something like that. They will do something to scare the GNU so bad that the GNU sees these two political parties as a bigger threat than they see them now. Because there's plenty of opportunity for the MK party and the EFF to do some crazy stuff. And I think it's coming. I think it's coming. And I'm glad these two political parties, they are currently having this petty politics, this petty fight. I'm glad they are doing this now. They are doing this now. Egos can be brushed. Egos can be, like, it's fine when they do it now. It was going to be bad when it was done 2 years later than now. It was going to be bad because, let's be honest, all of this petty politics is going to wash away. Soon it's going to be washing away. It's going to be like, but there's no need. But yeah, Ramaphosa, like, let's sonke together. It's gonna come a point where like, mara Zuma, mara ya paiza, upaizile. Why they keep on lying about his presidency? But yazin, as Pumenda, let's deal with these ones. It's gonna get to that point. But Julius Malema, una ego kakulu mara yazin. Let's forget that. This man is trying his best. He's trying his best. So let's attack these traitors, the ANC. Let's deal, let's discipline this GNU. It's gonna come a point like that, and that's inevitable. It's gonna come, whether nobody likes it or whether everybody likes it. That time is gonna happen, and I'm glad that time is gonna happen after all these petty fights between these two political parties, because it's fine to fight and deal with certain things, egos, certain personalities, and just say your piece. And people know where you stand. And don't be apologetic. It doesn't mean just because I'm unapologetic about what I think about you. Doesn't mean if there's an opportunity for us to work for a common purpose, we can't. At least we're working together and you know how I feel about you. And the other person knows how they feel about the other. It's better like that than not knowing where you stand with people. The EFF and the MK party, they both know where they stand with each other. And if they were to work together, they know, Yazin, we are working for this. And these people, this is what they think about us. So both these parties will be forced to prove a point when they are working together for a common purpose. So I believe for a common purpose, they will work together. But to unite and be one, I don't think so. I don't believe that. But it is what it is. We thank you very much.